Okay, today I'm going to play my first game of Role Player. I saw this game for the first time actually on the Kickstarter. I saw the Role Player Adventures Kickstarter, and then I actually saw there's a couple other video channels that I've seen play. Kanjay Studios is one, and I'm going to give a link to his playthrough of the game in the iCards. And then I've also seen it on Rob from Rob's Gaming Table, played it recently. So a couple shout outs to those guys. I've watched their playthroughs of these. So it's Role Player. I think I'm just going to dive right in. People who are fans of this might be saying, how could you have not seen this game until really recently? I have no idea how I missed this game. I've got the different characters here, the 6 of them here. I'm just going to roll this die and have it select the character. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play as the halfling, and on evens we'll play as the male side, and odds we'll play as the female side. So evens will play as the male side. So we'll get the rest of those out of the way. So with the halfling here is going to be -2 to strength and +2 to charisma. So we also need to pick a class. So I'll shuffle these class cards up real quick. And then just randomly pick one. Probably not the best for halfling. Probably going to be a challenge for the first game. Oh wait, that's not actually how you're supposed to do it, right? You might be thinking I'm cheating because I picked one I didn't want, but actually I think we're supposed to pick a die from the bag. So let's get the bag out here. And if the universe wants me to play that, then they'll have me draw a red die out of the bag. Purple. What is purple? All right, so purple we can choose either monk. Monk wants a strength of 18 plus, which could be hard with the halfling. Any other notable ones on there? Constitution of between 17 and 18. The ability is after discarding a card from the market, you may take any attribute action. And the other side is Bard. 14 plus on strength, 18 exactly on charisma, where we get our bonus. And the ability of charming, during a round in which you place a die in charisma, you may buy an additional card from the market. I think we're going to go Bard for our class. We'll put that die back in there. So I'll get the other card ability, or the other classes, out of the way. Now we'll do alignment. We truly can just shuffle and draw one. I don't know on setup, is this supposed to be draw one and that's what you get, or is it draw 2 and pick one? Let me double check real quick. Like I said, I haven't played this game before, so might be peeking at the rules just a little bit. I do kind of like doing these kind of videos where people can see what it's like for the very first time for someone to play a game. It's kind of different than going to a video where you're trying to be taught how to play the game. Let's see. Deal 1 backstory card and 1 alignment card. All right. So we get what we get. We're going to take this one. Put the deck out of the way. What do we get? We got champion. So champion wants us to end up basically lawful neutral to get our 3 bonus stars. So we'll put that there. And then our backstory. Shuffle up the backstories. That card just doesn't want to stay in the deck. How about this one? We're an aristocrat. You're the offspring of a royal family and value the true sovereign bloodline. Now you're in search of a fitting partner who will increase your family's influence in the kingdom. So we want to try to line up our dice colors in those spots for those particular attributes. So blue on that box of strength, green there in dexterity, and so forth. Okay, so we are purple. Let's get our class cubes out. Plop one there, and one in the middle there. Let's move this over just a tad. So we have room for some skill cards here. We're supposed to shuffle. These are the 1 pip and 2 pip market cards that are separated, and you're supposed to set the solo game up as if it were a 2-player game. So I think it said we have to take 7 cards out of both of these stacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll set those aside. And then those go on the bottom of the market deck. And now these are the 1 pip market cards. Oh, there's one we're supposed to take out. Hang on one second. In the solo rules, remove the diplomacy market card. I don't know if that's a 1 pip or 2 pip. Courageous, heavy crossbow, weak, foolish, acrobatics, climb, jewel dagger, ancient spear, quarterstaff. It's not a 1 pip card. So let me just get the 7 out of here, and then we'll redo the 2 pips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see if it's in these here. There it is. So it would be removed, and we're supposed to remove 7 total, so we'll have to actually take out another one. What did I just do? I just put the 7 cards back on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 1 pips on top of the 2 pips. And then we take the top card to create the trash pile. Can make some room here. Now, I think we set up the market before we roll our 6 dice. Yep, separate the market cards, create the market. So we'll create the market. So we've got Cure Wounds, which is a skill. Increase the face value. If I want to move my alignment up 1, increase the face value of 1 die of your class color on your character sheet by 1. Dedicated, gain 2 victory points if you have at least 1 weapon card, 1 skill card, 2 trait cards, and 1 armor card. And Jewel Dagger, when scoring attribute goals, +1 value to all gold dice. Okay. So now we're supposed to draw 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more. 5 and 6. We got 2 class dice. So we're going to roll these and place them. We don't get the attribute bonuses during this setup here. And let's see, we want a constitution of 14 plus, and we want a purple die in that first spot. So maybe I'll just start with that. We want an 18 in charisma, but we get +2 there. What else can we potentially set up? What can be low? Constitution can be low. Wisdom can also be low. And they want to, maybe if I do that and that. I'm at 9 already, and I've got my black die in this spot. Strength 14 plus dexterity. We want to be high. Charisma. We're getting a +2 for charisma already. So let's maybe, let's see, dexterity one is 17. So maybe let's try to set up what we can now for that. And we also want between a 16 and 17 intelligence, but we've got a 5 here for charisma. Sure, I mean, never having played the game before, I have no idea what's best to set up now or later. So we'll go with this as a start. We have we're supposed to set 1 gold die aside from the bag for the solo game. And then in the solo game, after we've got the single character sheet, we removed the diplomacy card, set up the market, we removed the gold bag, that's the enemy die. We created the market and created the trash pile. We drew 6 dice out of the bag and put them on our character sheet. And now we go into normal rounds with a small change when we get to the market phase. So we'll pull 3 dice from the bag and roll them. One, 2, and 3. 2 blues and a red. 3, 1, and 6. So the 1's going to go there, the 3 will go there, and the 6 will go there. I don't know if I'm too worried about stuff in these items in the market. And I'd kind of like to get that 6. I'm not in a place where I need any of those colors yet. And I don't really need to buy a second card from the market, I don't think. So my ability might not be something I'm too worried about right now. So I think I'll take this 6. And I want a decent intelligence score. I can already see that this is going to need to be a 5. So that's going to need to go up. So maybe I plan for that and put it here and use this ability to make it a 5. And then I'm going to need a 6 here. To make it equal 17 to get those 3 victory points. I'm really shooting for this to be 17, and this, I want my dice to total to 16 because I get the +2. Because that's 4 victory points and 3 victory points. And the color of this location doesn't really matter. Okay, so I took the number 3. So when I take the 3 initiative card, we roll the enemy die, and on a 3, the middle card from the market goes to the trash pile. And then I have the ability to take one of these market cards. So Cure Wounds, increase the face value of 1 die of your class color on your character sheet by 1. Or Jeweled Dagger, when scoring attribute goals, +1 value to all gold dice. I think I'm not just, I might, oh, actually I can take a card and discard it for the gold, right? So I'll just take a card, trash it, and gain the 2 gold. Yeah, and then during cleanup, if I had a charisma token I didn't use, we would discard it. Return any dice in the dice pool to the bag. And discard the remaining market cards. Draw new market cards. There's a nice 2-handed weapon. Quarterstaff. When completing an attribute row, gain 2 additional gold. Loyal, gain 4 victory points if you have completed all your attribute goals. And Cunning, gain a victory point for each skill card you have. All right. The card already has gold on it, so we don't need to place another gold out. And I think we just go to the next round. Draw 3 dice from the bag. One, 2, and 6. I had 5, sorry. If I put it in intelligence, I get a reroll. Constitution is where we can change it up 1 or down 1. Dexterity is where you swap dice. Strength, you can flip it. So do I want to put a die somewhere? I actually like, I don't know how hard this is to get all of your attribute goals, like all the dice in the right. Oh, this is attribute goals, right? Which one is attribute goals? This is the backstory card. It must be this one. So if I can get all of those, then I get 4 extra victory points. I don't know how hard that is. So I like both of these. So I'm wondering if I should put a die down into charisma, because then with this I could buy 2 cards, and I've got 7 gold. I think that's what I'm going to shoot for, and I'm going to put this 1 down here so that I can flip it over later when, oh, and I can even get a discount on a card because I'll get a charisma token. So that'll get me to, if I flip this over, that'll get me to 11. So I need a 5 on a white die to end up here to have my charisma sorted out with my backstory goal and my attribute goal there. Okay, so I've put that there. I've gotten my token. Now, I need to check this chart again for the solo game. If I took the 1 initiative card die, the enemy does not get to go. So I'll spend my charisma token to get a discount, and I'm going to use my ability here. I get to buy an additional card from the market. So I'm going to spend 6 gold total and buy both of these cards. So now both of my hands are taken up with this weapon. I'm going to get extra gold when I fill up these rows by having the quarterstaff. And this trait is going to move my, because that little arrow up on top, by the cost up there, It's going to move my alignment that direction. Okay, believe that's it. So these dice will go back into the bag. Market gets cleared. I haven't seen any armor yet. No, there we go, leather boots. And that's a bonus for purple classes is leather. So I think we're gonna try to get that leather. All right, back to the bag. Purple, blue, and green. Another class die would be good. It's another point, I think. 3, 4, and 6. Let's see. We're at 11. I needed a 6 here, right? Yeah, but then there's a good chance that the leather, I don't have enough gold to buy the leather boots anyway. Don't have enough gold to buy the leather boots anyway. So maybe I should take the 6 now, but then what dice would I be swapping? Or do I take a die to put into strength? Filling up that row would give me the gold. How about wisdom? Wisdom needs to be a 14, and I'm at a minimum of 14. I'm at 9. We don't care about the color here. I really don't need to move this right now, though, so maybe I should hold off on that. This needs to be a 5, so we're not going to put the 6 there. However, if I put the 4 there, I can move it up with my next Constitution place and get that gold. And that's a class die. I should probably take this 4 because it's a class die. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it here. I get this gold, I think. Yeah, because I took that die. I finish the row. But because of my quarter staff, instead of 1 gold, I get 3. Hey, now I'm going to have enough money. If the leather boots are still going to be out there. Is that everything? Yeah, I finished the row. Got my gold, got the gold off of the card. Now we have to roll the enemy die. It's a 2. I believe that's the middle card when I take the 2. Yep. Okay, so now I'm going to spend 3 on the leather boots during the market phase. Oh wait, I should have gotten a charisma token, so I only needed to spend 2. Because I put a card in charisma. I'm going to plus that up. Yeah, so I got to remember I need to plus this up and I need to flip this over. Okay, dice go back in the bag. Intimidate goes away. Longsword, Obnoxious, and Ancient Spear. So Obnoxious is a trait. Gain 2 victory points for each attribute row with 3 of the same colored dice. I don't think that's going to happen. Ancient Spear is another weapon. When selecting an initiative card with gold on it, gain an additional gold. And Longsword, when scoring attribute goals, +1 value to all dice of your class color. Oh, I think I get what that means now. I was really confused by the one that came out earlier with the gold. So if I was looking, I believe this is what it means. So if I had that out there, because this is purple, this would be a 5 instead of a 4 when trying to get to this number over here, as I think what that means. I'm not too super excited about any of those out there. I don't think I'm going to have a row with the same colored dice in it. And I've already got a two-handed weapon that's going to net me some more gold for future cards. I'm going to try to work on getting a leather set because that works with purple. Let's go back to the bag. I have not drawn a gold die yet. One, two, three. There we go. Black, red, and gold. 1. Oh, look at that. 1, 5, and 6. Now the gold die, do you get money when you draw from the bag, or do you have to take the die? There was a part in here about that was like, hey, just a general note on this is when you get gold. Gain 2 gold when placing a gold die on a character sheet. All right, so you have to take it and put it on your sheet to get the 2 gold. Okay, so that's a 5. Let's see. Dexterity. I need a 17 for 3 stars. So that needs to be a 6. I was thinking about maybe swapping for that one because it's a 5. I don't need to use this power yet. Is there something I want to re-roll? No. The red 6. Should I take the red 6? If I throw it in dexterity, I don't really have any other dice I need to swap. There's not anything I want to re-roll right now. I want to take this to get gold. So I know I'm taking this gold 5. So I'm taking that 1 gold from there and the 2 gold because I'm going to be placing a gold die somewhere. It's just where. It would meet the criteria for this, and it would help me get this to where I need it to be. Plus I've put it in the in spot there. And because of my quarterstaff, I'd get 3 more gold. See what the enemy is going to do. So when I take this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is nothing. 4, 5, 6 is nothing. It's taken out. I actually think I might just toss cards for money. Because this is going to push my alignment down. And I've only got 1 more spot in wisdom. And I might want to save like movements from traits for later. I want to keep my money so I can buy any kind of armor that comes out, I think. So I'm just going to toss 1 for 2 more gold. I don't know if saving up gold like this is the way to go or not. Those go back in. Let's refill the market. All right, heavy crossbow. When buying from the market, pay 1 fewer gold. Foolish. Gain 2 victory points if either your intelligence or wisdom attribute score is 8 or less. I could shoot to have a low intelligence.
Or sorry, I pointed at wisdom and said intelligence. For a low wisdom, because it's only 1 star if I go for this. Oh, but I get 4 stars if I complete all my attribute goals. So no, I don't want to do that. Gain 2 victory points for each of your attribute scores. That's 5 or less? No. Oh, I don't think I want any of those cards either. One, two, three. 2 blue and a gold. 2, 2, and 5. So we know the 5 is going to go there. Oh, we have to replenish that. And now I get to pick. I mean, since I don't really care about the market cards, I might as well go that direction. And I'll take this 2 and put it in strength. And to flip, I'll flip this down here. So now I'm at 11. 16 plus 2 is 18. So as long as I don't touch my charisma, I should be good there. Right now I'm sitting at a 0 strength, but I did take a gold die in that, so I should get 3 gold. Now the enemy, as I took 2, 4 would be nothing. I don't want any of these cards because these 2 work against this one. Why does this card cost so much? Oh, because it's 2 stars for each of your attribute goals. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. I have a possibility of getting 12 stars from here. I guess you could take it and make sure that the 3, like I have 3 on here, that would only give me 1. I could shoot for those 3 to be less than 5. That seems kind of difficult also, though. I'm just going to toss a card for gold. I've got so much money. I don't think I'm playing this very well, or I'm just getting bad cards in the market. I don't know. There's some leather gloves. Climb and acrobatics. So climb, before or after selecting an initiative card, flip all dice in the dice pool to their opposite sides and reorder them. Interesting. Acrobatics, +1 face value to 1 die and -1 face value to a different die on your character sheet. Well, I know I want those leather gloves to go with my leather boots. Just get 3 dice out of the bag. 1, 2, 3. Gold, green, and black. 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's see. I want to make sure I can get those leather gloves. So I'm going to take this 2, put it here in intelligence. And then I'm going to re-roll it. I remember reading in the rules because I thought it was a neat thing that you can do the action on the dice that you place. Right? Let me just double check that in the rules. I'm pretty sure it said placing a die in intelligence to be rolled, allows the player to choose any die on their character sheet and re-roll it. The player may choose to keep either the new or the original. Yeah, players may use an attribute action to affect a die that was placed this round or any die placed in a previous round. So I'm going to place it there in intelligence and I'm going to re-roll it. 4. Okay, since I took the 1, the enemy player is not going to take anything. So I'll spend 3 gold on the leather gloves. And end the turn. How do we look as far as colors go? We still want blue here, red here. Oh, we wanted a white die there. Maybe if I get a white 5 somewhere, I could swap it with that last dexterity spot. Or even a 2, I could flip it over with placing a die in strength. A 2 to swap and then flip with the dex. All right, we got Mystic Robes. Oh, we got some 2 pip cards. Mystic Robes. Proud is just 2 victory points. That seems good. It will knock my alignment down, but I have been saving this wisdom spot to move it up. And then chainmail. All right. One, 2, 3 dice. Got another class die here. Let's try to get that. So we got 1, 3, and 5. Oh, what I don't like is the 33% chance that Proud will get taken by the enemy player. This will be a point because it's a class die versus just taking this and then buying this card. What am I going to do with this die though? Intelligence needs to be between a 16 and 17. If I take this 1, I can use strength to flip it over to a 6. But that class die is a 5 already. I don't want to put a die in wisdom yet because I need to do that after this is, if I take this, it's going to push this down. I need to have the ability to move it back up because that's 3 points there where I am. Perhaps I will take I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take it to get the point and hope that the enemy die does not roll a 3 or a 4. So I don't want to do wisdom. Do I have any dice that I want to swap right now? Or any dice that I want to turn to a different number? Or re-roll? Maybe I re-roll this white one and see if I get a 2 or a 5 that I can then swap to this spot. So I'm not too concerned about the 1 victory point for getting the number in wisdom. So doing the re-roll from placing in intelligence, and I got a 4. Is that what it was on before, or was it a 3? Okay, now we have to see what the enemy die is going to do. It's a 5, so that would be the last card. And then I'm going to pay 5 for Proud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to move my alignment cube down. And this goes back in the bag. Mystic robes are gone. We'll refill the market. Got chain armor. Move silently, can move down. Instead of purchasing from the market, you may purchase a card from the market discard pile. That's nice. Tower Shield counts as an additional armor card for one incomplete set when scoring armor cards. Gold also counts as points in the solo game too. So ending up with some gold will help with the final score as well. Two greens and a blue. We really need a red. We need to set up to have a blue there. 2, 5, and 6. For dexterity, intelligence, I could re-roll something. I could try to get another, try this again for another 2 or a 5, and then wait on the dexterity die. But then I'm not putting a red die in the spot. I could just come here to wisdom to move my alignment back to where it needs to be. This is 9. Right now I'm not set up to get these 2 victory points here. What I could do though, no. Yeah, if I put a 5 here in intelligence and have the ability to reroll something, I could swap this over, but what would I reroll? Maybe this strength die? Or since I don't really care what's in the market right now, do I just take the 6? Where do I need a 6? I need a 6 here in dexterity because I'm at 11 and that would give me 17. But then I'm cutting myself off from the ability to swap dice later. I think I'll take the 6 and put it here in strength. Turn this die over to a 5. And then I don't really care what the enemy rolls because I'm not going to buy anything. So he might get, or he would get rid of a card, and I would get rid of a card for 2 gold. Refill the market. So nimble is just a point. Focused is gain 2 stars for each attribute row with 3 dice of the same face value. Not really setting up for that right now. Longbow, after placing a die in the final space of an attribute row, you may take the attribute action an additional time. Well, I like nimble, it's just a point, and it's not going to affect my alignment because I'm already all the way over on the right of the card. More green. Two, 4, and 5. Wisdom, I'm already at 10. So I could take the 4, and that would give me the 14 and move that up. I mean, the gold die is a lot of gold. I guess I could do the same thing with the 5. But then I'm taking a chance on not getting nimble. Is there a way I can manipulate this to set me up to get the 2 points? I don't have a red die out there though. I've got 11. I need a 6 to go here. If I take the gold 5 and put it there and then maybe swap it with this 6. Nope, that's the black die. Is there another 6 that I could move? If I take the 5, put it there, and then swap it with this black 4, I'm at least setting myself up for the possibility of getting a 6 to put here for 2 points. Oh no, but I need a 6 here. Strength, I've got 11. I'm going to end up -2. Is there a die that I care about switching sides? I don't think so. So let's take the gold 5, put it here. So we get 2 gold for taking the gold die and placing it. And we get 3 gold because of our quarterstaff for filling out the row. And that's going to move our... I'm going to elect to move my alignment up. Now I'm taking the chance here on what the enemy die is going to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, the card I wanted. So I'll just toss a card for 2 gold. Hopefully I'm building up for some points off of gold, because I'm not really buying a whole lot of cards. Replenish the market. So steadfast is gain, oh, but that's going to move my alignment up. Gain 2 victory points for each weapon card you have. Knowledge is increase or decrease the face value of a die on your character sheet by 1 or 2. Now, do you have to be able to move your alignment that direction to use a skill? I can imagine that is probably the case. Market cards. Using skill cards. A player moves the tracking token and an alignment card in the direction indicated by the arrow. Then the player uses a special ability card if they wish. If it's not possible for the player to move the tracking token due to position on the player's alignment card, then the skill cannot be used. Yeah. I haven't even gotten any skills this game. Yeah, I don't know if I care. I probably should have been buying the chain armor when it was coming up, as well as the leather armor. Probably a lesson learned for next time. 2 gold and a red. Finally a red to go in intelligence. But it's not very high. Let's see, 5, 3, and 3. I don't care too much about the armor that's out there, so I think I'll put that there to get the gold, because I want to get even more gold. We've only got 3 rounds left here. Well, this one and 2 more. Oh, these are not great numbers. I'm at 11. Do I want to swap anything? Should I just take the red die with the gold? It was a 3. So that's going to help me with my... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now I'm sitting at 3 points for my background card. That's 9. It's only 12. I need this to be a 6. So I'm going to use this ability to re-roll this die. And I also get 3 gold for filling out the row. So let's use the ability and hope it comes up as either a 6 or a 1. 6 or a 1. We got a 33% chance. And it stays a 3. Oh, it's only 9. The 6 isn't going to help me anyway. The 6 would not have helped me. All right. Now let's see what he's going to do. Since I took 2, it's 1, 2, 3. So he does nothing. That's going to move my alignment though. So I'd be trading 3 points for 2. I'll take this just in case more chain armor comes out. Should have been buying it along the way. So dice back into the bag. Replenish the market. Clumsy is gain 2 victory points if either your dexterity or charisma is below 8. 1, 2, 3. Six, 6, and 3. So I need a blue die to go here. Right now it's not really going to matter though because I'm already at 4. But I want to take one of these 6s to fill out my dexterity here because that would be exactly 17. So I might as well take the gold one. So that's 2 gold for taking a gold die. Because of my quarterstaff, 3 gold for filling out the row. Now I can swap 2 dice. If I swap this, is it going to make a difference? That would be 11. And if I flip that with strength, that would be a 4, so 15. Nope, it's not going to make a difference. Do I even want to swap anything? This is good. This one's good. This one's not. This one's good. And this one's good. I don't think I want to swap any dice. There's nothing I want to change here to try to get... I don't think I'm going to get the 6 colors here, because even if I get a blue die to come out here, that'd only be 5, and it's 3 points with either 4 or 5. So let's just see what he would have done. He would have gotten rid of this, and I'll get rid of 1 for 2. None of those cards I wanted. All right, last round, so last market. Ooh, oh. It'd be trading 3 for 3. So we need pretty much anything here. So I think I'm already set for the end of the game. We didn't get a blue die anyway. 1, 3, and 4. Wow, almost anything was close to not being right. Because let's see, 11, it has to be 14 or more. I need at least a 3 here. So I think we'll just take that. To get the gold. Anything I want to flip, just for fun. That's 11. Don't care about that. 8 and 5 is 13. Is still not enough. So we'll just flip that one. Filling out the row, because of my quarterstaff, I get 3 gold. And I'm not buying any of these cards, because that would move my thing. It would just be a wash on the victory points. So I will toss a card, any old card, and he would have tossed the one I took. So he tossed that one and I tossed that one. All right, so I think I followed all the rules correctly. Let's go to the back of the play sequence card and follow the scoring summary. So for this card here, 14 or higher, 1 victory point. Yes, we've got 15. Exactly 7. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. I should have taken that 1 and then flipped it. Lesson learned, pay attention. Because I'm at 13 because of this -2, so I don't get it. Yep, and I'm not going to backtrack. So here we've got 12 and 5 is exactly 17, so that's 3. And yeah, this is a bummer here too, because I didn't complete all these goals. So I'm just going to get rid of it now, so I don't think I get it later. Okay, Constitution is 15, and that's 14 plus, so yes, that's 1 point. Intelligence, 9 plus 3 is 12, needed to be a 16 or 17, so no. Wisdom is 14 plus, and I'm at a 15 with no adjustment, so that's 1. Charisma is 10 plus 6 is 16 plus 2 here is exactly 18. So that takes me to 9 so far. Then class color dice, I think, is a point for every die that matches my class color. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alignment card is 3. 1, 2, 3. Backstory card does not match. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Armor cards. So this chain card here is 1 point, so that's 20. 2 in the leather set is 3 points plus 1 because this set is worn by a purple class, so that's 4 points. So from 20 to 24. Trait cards, I've got Proud, takes me to 26. And then in the solo rules, it says final scoring is the same as in a multiplayer game, except that for every 8 gold the player has at the end of the game, the player earns 1 additional reputation star. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 1 to 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is another 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's another 1. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. 8 is another 1. So ended up at 30 points. And 30 points is a luminary on the chart. So better than NPC, better than hireling, better than adventurer, ends up at luminary. All right, if you saw anything that I messed up, and I'm sure I messed up some rules along the way, because again, first time ever playing role player, it's a lot more thinky than I thought it was going to be. Trying to get everything lined up as far as the numbers go and the colors of the dice and what attributes can you use. I think the power for Constitution is pretty good. This ability to move a die up or even to move a die down so that you could flip it over to the right number. And I think I put 2 dice in there at the beginning. And I like that power maybe even better than like the intelligence power, which I used 3 times. Wisdom power seems good because I'd like the ability to maybe have some of these skills and then be able to manipulate my alignment die back to where it needs to be to get at least the points for champion. I don't know what the other ones look like. There might be more. I thought I saw in some of the other playthroughs that some of the other cards there were multiple spots where you might not get 3 points, but yeah, see, like here there's a -3 in this one, but there's also some +1s next to the 3, so you have the chance of getting points in other places besides just the big point spot. But then there's also another spot that's a big -point spot. So okay, well, that's it for the first play of Roll Player. I do have the expansions that I have not unboxed yet. I want to go through the base game, maybe with a couple other of the races. I won't play Halfling again. I want to experience some of the other ones. I might not play Human either because it's just vanilla, doesn't change anything. Experience some more of the classes and backstories before I start mixing in the expansions. So if you did see anything, like I already said, please put comments down below, or if you have any strategy tips on ways that you have found that help you score points when you play the game, let me know. I don't know if this is going to be typical, but this quarterstaff, since I got it really early, helped me get a lot of gold filling out these rows. So, okay, see you next time. Thanks for watching.